And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. And for the most part, ready to move on. What it really comes down to here is we've just pretty much finished up our grid of characters. I think I'm going to go with, really quick, just to finish out skills, we'll go with Giga Slash. Get working on that. Ooh. And then I think for Eric, because I put some thought into this a bit more than last time when we were trying to figure out where to spend these points. We're just going to try to unlock pretty much everything in any tier. So this will unlock this pad, and it's not great, but we'll get it at some point after maybe we get Assassin Stab. But I want it unlocked so I can see it. And then from there on, if we're going to invest in anything, it's probably going to be boomerangs or swords. After we knock out these two things and maybe even pick up dodgy character. Because it just comes down to we could go for the uber abilities on those lists as well in the character builder, but the cost is so great to even get to them. I don't expect it to be necessary, though. These two maybe might be worth it because it's sword mastery, but yeah, these two would be worth it. But like for Eric, it's like that's knives and that's swords, so we'd have to, get these two. 14, 7's 21, 27. So 27 points just to unlock that, which is about the same over here. A little less because we've already worked on it. 27 is about the same to get to the Guile. So if we really want to learn all of that, I feel it's better to learn skills that we can directly use right away than the ones we can't. So that's how I'm going to be about that. So let's get started, as we have a literal slurry of side quests that we've not done. And I'm not kidding, we have quite a massive amount. Now I usually complain about side quests in their entirety when they're all piled in at the end of the game. With that said, this is not necessarily as bad, if my memory serves me right. Luckily, because we can fast travel, the quests, the things that we can do aren't too demanding, but they're still not great. Okay, so loose ends rebuild. Do you think you can help? Okay. Merchants. So we know about Dirk. Fighters from Octagonia. The man who knows everything in Hoto. Mascot. From the sacred beast from the frozen north. So we know what all of that is. And if not, you don't, I do. The only one that's kind of weird to look for early on is going to be Dirk. I guess the man that knows everything's a little weird too, but if you're doing a full world exploration to actually find everything there is to find, that one's not so bad. Now, with that said, I believe we've done this. This was a key from much earlier in the game. Alright, so let's get started. So, while we're here in Cobblestone, there's actually one of these things that we can knock out right away. And there's a side quest we can start. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we need to go pretty much all the way to the tour. And unfortunately for us, we gotta climb it. Who's in my party right now? Guess that's alright. Not necessarily. We'll change it out. In just a moment. So we'll head over here. So obviously we are back here at the Cobblestone Tour. First technical dungeon of the game, I guess, but it's not much of a dungeon. And we gotta climb it one more time. Not a big deal, but it is something we gotta do. And there are new enemies here. So you see those with the green eyes. I'm not worried about fighting them right now. Like I said, if we need to level up, we can. If you're going for like a perfect, there's the old version there. If you're going for a perfect bestiary, then yeah, you gotta fight them. But we're not doing that. It's out of habit, guys. It's out of habit. What do you want from me? And here is the first part.
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Dirk!
I'd know that voice anywhere. Is that you?
They days, mate.
Come on, Dirk needs our help.
Alright, so we need to deal with this. And that's gonna hurt. And that's also gonna hurt.
Ha! Ha!
So this is gonna be a really tough fight, just as a heads up. See, we also have... Not that we need to use it. We have all of these too, but really...
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
Yeah, you waste that turd, bird. We're gonna probably have to pull him out. For...
Need some help.
Ha! Ha!
Nice crit.
We'll soon have that patched up.
You heal yourself there, bro. Vamp.
Yep.
Now we could bring in Hendrik, but we'd have no way to really buff him, so we'll just stick with Sylvando, because if we need an extra healer with Hustle, we could use Hustle Dance as extra healing if we needed it, so. Dang it. Yeah, pretty hard for a balance club, as you may know. A lot of dodging, specifically, that he's doing, but nothing we can't handle. It might be worth taking out Jack Tart just so we get the benefit of that pet ability. So we'll put in Hendrik now. And it didn't matter, he's down. On the ground.
All is well that ends well.
So, Hendrik levels...
Not bad.
Jade levels? Probably enough to get something. We'll see. So, for her... Not enough to get multi-feed, enough to get Pink Typhoon. So, we'll wait for multi-feet. And not enough to get either of those because it takes 20. So we'll hold on to their abilities for now. Galore, you got me out of another horrible mess. See there, Eric. Oh, pie. Oh, yeah. I was eating off to meet a supplier. When that great squawking nonsense was and carried me off, I thought I was done for. Your mates saving me bacon. How can I ever repay ya? Wait, I know. You can have this. So you get Spectralite. Right, I need to sit down, and after my near-death experience, I'll hang around here and have a little breather, I reckon. What was that? You got a favor to ask me? You want me to help get Cobblestone back on his feet? Go on, then sign me up. How could I say no to the savior? Hey, besides, might be a nice little earner. Okay. So we now get him to go to Cobblestone. So now we need to... We're not done here yet, though. As much as you would think, we're not done here. We need to get to the top of this place. Now, I believe this quest is different depending on what version of the game you're playing. So, keep that in mind. Health return. I believe this is the guy. Oh, so how you search for some stunning scenery. Before our trouble, we get the fantastic. That's fine. And it's actually an island south of Octagonia where we have to go. But ultimately, we're done here. So we'll have to come back here to turn this in, but we'll deal with that then. Where's Octagonia? So it's that island you can see that's just south of Octagonia. for us to in a sense fast travel to it, we actually have to be on the other side of it, which in and of itself is a pain in the butt. Now here's how we're going to handle a lot of this, just to give you an idea. As far as I'm concerned, anytime we gather a side quest, that excluding the ones we picked up in the clouds area, we'll do those much later, because they require multiple traveling locations that we have to complete. So we're talking massive long distance travel stuff. Because of this, to me, it makes a bit more sense to just knock some of these cheesy tiny ones out right away. Which is my point here, Squidzilla. So yeah, so that's kind of how I want to handle some of these side quests. Whereas some I'm not going to do right away. But for the time being, it makes sense to do this one because it lets us knock out a few things really quickly. Oh, that's right, because he's technically the first time he's in our party. As dumb as that is. Actually killed the right arm. No, Hendrik killed the right arm. Left arm. Pretty tough for a random encounter. So yeah, if you're lower level, you may not want to do these side quests like in this fashion. But since we're just at the cusp of being able to traverse most of the world here with some ease or safety, this isn't a big deal to me. Or should it be a huge deal to you now? Really quick. Disembark here. And you say, why come here? And you'll see. Funny corn. There's this place. It required the ultimate key. And we find us a suit of Metal King armor. Which really... defense is 320. 335. It really should go on numbnuts here. Alright. Because we'll get him some better armor a little later. But once we get it, we can pass it to pretty much anybody. Which most likely means it's going to go to the hero. And even then, we'll need to find another character to put it on at some point. So it's all relative. But for now, okay. So while we're here, there's the island on this area offshoot over here. We're gonna go visit them. Kind of knock out some of the island traveling. We're gonna have to come back to some of these islands anyway. but we may as well just double check them for any of the like gazebos that are holding goodies for us. Magic better.
Can't do without me, eh?
Need some offense.
May heaven's wind propel thee hence!
I like having those two leg bands, right?
Let's heat things up!
And there it is.
Victory!
So, you know, when you need magic, you need magic. Well, there isn't one here. So let's move on. Well, we're not going to go to every island. I'm just trying to double check. Actually, we could knock out almost every island except for the farthest south one. Might actually do that. Just because it'll be faster. Because we're going to pass these islands anyway, we may as well go and use the ultimate key at them, at the ones that have... Oh, jeez, we just fought one of these. Oh my god. Oh, actually, the good thing is if we're lucky, and these two pep up, then we can do our medley and make this real quick. That's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Revamp's the way to go. Eric gets 20 points. Rouge Riser, which is its own thing. We'll go with Assassin Stab. And maybe grab that later. Or even that. We're on the right track, though. That's what's important. Oh my. Master Commander.
Need a little. Oh.
Well, there's that rage. Alright, he's down. And so is he. Again, you know, it's just getting through these battles.
Keep getting better.
Nice. I'm still getting shitty skill points. Oh, because we haven't hit 60 yet with him. It's all maximum MP shit. Same there. But it unlocks more Vim. So I guess really... it doesn't really matter where we go at this point. Not gonna lie. Let's just grab this so we can start working on this side. I'm gonna grab that. I really, you know, like I said, we're gonna be gaining some mild levels anyway, just from fighting encounters on the high seas and just trying to complete some of these side quests. And because that's gonna be a thing, this keeps the lesser battles away. Because that's gonna be a mild thing going forward, it just makes sense to knock these out because it'll gain us some levels from doing it. Of course, using our electrolyte skill is going to be big when working on this, so it's all going to pay off in the end. We got to get there first. Let's revamp since we got a little beat down there.
Need a little. Oh.
Take that. I know this is a little drawn out, guys, but bear with me. Luckily, there's not going to be too much running around the overworld, picking fights and whatnot. There's going to be a little bit of this, but not so much that it's freaking painful. We need to pull him out. Well, actually, we'll have him attack first. Then we'll pull him out for... Whoops, did not mean to do attack that one.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
You bring in Hendrik. I'm probably going to need to swap out Serena since her MP is out, unless she levels. She did not. Not a big deal. We're getting close to the next island, and then the island we want to get to where that teleporter is will be the last island. We're going to go past it to the island even further off. Just to make sure. So, nothing really here. Look around for a second, though. Yeah, nothing here. Alright. For right now. We'll be back. As needed. Like I said, though, we have to come this way anyway. There's no faster way to get here that I can think of. Like I said, since we're this freaking far out, we're gonna check that island off there. But what we'll do is we'll go to this one first, just because we're right here. Ooh. That's gonna hurt. Monica might go down. Oh no, she's in. She's okay. If for any reason we need to get out of here, we can. We'll do this one first. I keep getting my butt kicked. Now that I think about it, why didn't I use that warp that's over by Sniffleheim? We'll beat this a little faster. But only a little bit. Alright, so now that we're here, number one, you can see there's a lot of new little islands. For us to specifically dick around in. As much as I would like to use Electrolyte, we're not going to do that right away. We just want to power through this fight.
Let's heat things up.
And grab the Wyvern. Nice. Silvando, it's 21. Which is not a big deal. What to invest in is going to be tricky. We'll just take Pied Piper. And then we'll start working towards this with the Lithinus. And now, yeah, we'll try to grab this because this is Lithinus. The dual wielding again, I'd hate to invest in because we'll never use it. Unless part of my head is like, and I don't this is my memory, but I don't believe whips are dual wielding, so that's why I'm not making an effort to do it. But again, we'll eventually need to get it because there's no value in investing in knives or you know, there's no reason to invest in knives unless you're going to use them on with Savanda, but the skills are just not that good. You know what? And if we look at this map, there's one way the hell out there. Let's grab the one that's way the hell out there. So, strangely enough, lots of new chests, making this trip worth it. Which, thank goodness they did, because if you're just doing the side quest, or Calcum, that is really what makes this trip worth it. For the Orichalcum. There's a wedge far off over here, and then there's the two to the south. And we'll head down here. We'll get the Columnimbao, I think. I'm not even going to try to say that. Alright, let's move. And then the little island areas down over here, which they're not islands, they're cliff sides, but whatever. Which there's a whole little smorgasbord of them over here. It's hard to read, but it's to make it out. It's really one of the most magnificent, spectacular, true glass making views I've ever seen. My long career as a connoisseur of splendid scenery, but what use is beautiful one is all alone. I realize that most part. Okay, so this is what we need. Head back to Cobblestone Tor and tell Hugo, and we'll grab three. That's nice. 3 agates of evolution right there. So alone, the treasure chests make this stop worth it. So, just in general, you know, head over here. But now we can go back to Cobblestone Tor and turn this in. But before we even do that, as we land here, we do have our electrolyte party, so to sort through. So that's our electrolyte party, which is good for killing slimes. Alright, we'll hit up the one other island over there, and then we're gonna probably try to start, I would say, 2 side quests. Actually, we'll start 3. One of them is a rare monster find, which I'm not gonna make you guys sit through, but I'll show you where the enemy appears. And then I want to say one of them gives us mini medals, and the other one is going to give us like a nice little goodie. And that's fine. Seriously. That's the worst thing ever. Okay, so we can't actually use electrolyte on these enemies. I could have sworn we could. Alright, well, that changes what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna fight him though, because we're kinda caught with our pants down here.
Show you how it's done.
See if we can flee. Nope. Alright, we're gonna have to fight our way through this. I was hoping not to have to fight this. Not that it's a big deal, it's just another battle.
You're not gonna like it.
And that was something I was worried about as well, and... ouch. Some healing back in here. Again, like I said, we don't necessarily want to do too much battle here. Probably shouldn't have went for the sleeping skill. Venoming. The envenom will work better. Really, dude? Where's your defense now, motherfucker? Where's your defense now, Squidward? Alright,
Pull your socks up.
and he's down.
Ha!
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. This that we should be able to do it with.
Is
Which
it
is
my
fine,
turn?
because this fight's just as annoying. And that'll do. That's not perfect or optimal, but it is what it is.
You're wide open. Ha! Go get it, boys! Ha!
You little bastards. Take that 60 grand. Serena. That's pretty good. We'll go with this because it's a better anti-death skill. And Hendrick. You see, because we're out this way. Yeah. So we're gonna just head right over to where we need to go. And grab this. We get circles of life. Life ring, skull ring. Oh. While we're here. Now luckily we don't need to sail anywhere. There's only one other island we haven't gone to. So we'll make that effort since we're out this way. But in order for us to make that said effort, let us go. Trying to figure, the Strain is the closest location still. Just again, so we can get this out of the way. There's also, like I said, other gazebos that we need to find, but that's going to be using Cetacea. And we can do that as we start exploring those regions. No, there's no crazy, like, point in doing it right now. See, we went to that northern area where the enemies are pretty nasty. Around here, they're not so bad. That's why it was pretty good that we went that way, to be fair. Yes. Multi-feed, even though I don't think it's actually better than multi-thrust. But, whatever. And then from here, we're going to go to Heliodor and start knocking things out. More side quests. We still got to return this one in to the guy up at Cobblestone Tor. That's not a big deal. So there's one here. Again, we're going to avoid all the enemies if possible right now. You get no direct benefit picking fights. We're getting ore right now because there won't be any ore that we're specifically looking for. Alright. We're gonna grab this guy. So that should be all the island hunting for the most part. Sacred circlets, sacred remnants. Alright. Go back to Cobblestone. And turn this silly side quest in. We'll heal and all that stuff. And then we'll like I said, we're gonna pick up 3 more side quests. One will be really easy to knock out. I think the other 2, one of them requires us, I think, to go back to the first forest, and then the one that's trickier, we have to fight an enemy that only spawns in a Cetacea transporting location, and then that I want to actually start as soon as possible because that would be done off camera, because those just take that can take like 2 hours. Some of those where you're looking for that special shiny enemy to show up. It's like, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. We'll probably tackle that first to end the episode, or at least unlock. Might actually unlock the other 2 anyway. But I don't think we have enough time to. No, actually, I think we do. Yeah, ignore me. I think we'll be all right. Just depends on how long we take in general to do this. So, well, there we go. So across we go. Ignoring these fools. Gotta make our way all the way back up to the top of the tour. As ridiculous as that is, but, you know. Yeah, it's weird. I always have found it weird that they didn't just put Dirk's side quest here, but they put this one here as well. And again, I think in the Switch version, and I believe in the updated version that's coming out, so you can get an idea that this video was made before the new, like, special version of this game was being released on PC. And it'll have a lot of the Switch added content. I think they changed this quest, and I think they get rid of the Bodkin Hunter side quest, where you have to find all those targets. And to me, that's a good thing, because that quest is kind of pointless. Because all you get's a fucking happy hat. I mean, that's not necessarily true. You get all those seeds, but really, it's like, come on. It probably should have been a lot better. Alright, so we get the Fanta Stick. So that's done. And I believe that is a nice little rod there. Nice. Take it. I believe we might even be able to power it up. Alright, now let's go to... back to Cobblestone. We have to heal. Big time. Before we partake in anything else. The need to heal is great. So that we shall do. And this episode might go hair long just because I want to get 2 of the 3 side quests I have planned out of the way. Just saying. Oh god, I'm going the wrong way to heal. Like I said, again, there's going to be side quests that we can knock out really quickly, and then there's going to be some that are very time-consuming. I'm trying to delay the time-consuming ones to a degree. And a lot of the time-consuming ones are we gotta go to like 3 to 5 different locations to read a book or some shit. And those I'm not that worried about. But we're gonna have to do them at some point. Alright, let's do this. All we gotta do is look at the map and look for the purple dots. And like I said, this will help us pursue getting things done. And this gives us a new axe for him. So for Hendrik. So Might is right. Pretty straightforward quest. It's again, however, the negative to it is that you gotta make a special enemy show up. I'll show you where those enemies are to probably finish this episode off. So bear with me till then. But I'm just grabbing side quests now. There's some other things I want to find. I'm not gonna worry about that either. I want you to find the hide-and-seek legend and have them teach you their tricks. And we get 10 mini-medals for this. Easily a big one. Easily a very big one. 10 mini-medals is a lot. However, we're going to have a means to get unlimited mini-medals shortly, if you're willing to put in the time commitment. Which... ugh. Now, there's a lot of other things we can do in Heliodor, too. I'm just doing these right now, because we're here. And like I said, we have to leave Heliodor to complete them. Mistress Bev. Yeah, so this is the lady who we gotta get this due from the World Tree itself. Not a problem. Okay. first things first, let's go to First Forest. Summit. So that's where we gotta go first to get this dew. And we get something minor for it, but we get it. I believe it's right here. There it be. And the mini medals should really be a clue as to where we need to go next to find the hide and seek master, if I'm not mistaken. He's, I believe, hiding in the school. And again, knocking this out would be nice. I believe he's over here. Yeah, that should be him. Yep, Zero the Shadow. You found me. You won. Yeah. We want to know the secrets of being a hide and seek master. Okay, so now we need to head back to downtown Heliodor. We'll turn both of these in now. I want them 10 mini medals, damn it. Now you might say, why don't we turn that quest in right away? Turn in those mini medals. We're not in any hurry to turn in mini medals at this moment. Well, we got like 12 maybe now, so that's enough for maybe 1 or 2 prizes. But like I said, we're knocking out side quests and going into locations we've never been to before. I'd just rather hold out till we have like 15, maybe 20. And then it's worth it, because then you're guaranteed at least 2 goodies if they're every 10 stamps or whatever. Again, I'm not that concerned. Maybe we'll do it. Let's see, I could turn it in and be done with it, but part of me is like, Pep Pop. And there we go. Which I believe is something we've already gotten before. Pep Pops. I believe they're the little cherries. No, those are Pep Pips. It's a Pep Pop. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We need to get some lamp lights. Is something I need to do too. I might do that off screen. We need like 3 of them. Alright, and really quick before we end the episode. Put that at the front of the group, shall we? I'm going to show you where the enemy in question is. But it is a rare monster spawn, and it's a bit of a pain in the butt. You have to keep leaving and coming back. So you get stuck into this like weird cycle of nonsense just to get it to spawn. And I believe you need to go to Hoto. And it'll be the desert side of Hoto. This is an enemy we actually saw in earlier episodes, guys, because we were, traveling around and exploring and grabbing free shit. There was an enemy here that I avoided, mostly like the plague, because we didn't need to pick fights with him. We need Densinium, so let's grab it. And you'll see where he is in a minute here. I believe this is really the primary spawning point for this enemy too. He doesn't really show up anywhere else. Easy to get to. So it's this enemy here, and you found the right one because I believe he's like pink or red. We'll fight one just to give you an example. Make sure we're healed up. Just power through this fight. So yeah, Bill Haas. So I'm gonna be fighting these dudes till pretty much the cows come home. trying to get the big bad of the group to spawn. Nice. But as you can see, they'll hit pretty hard. They're not to be trifled with. I believe it's a stronger variant of the one that was here last time, because I believe it was yellow. So keep that in mind. Also a great place to build up that delicious pet powers if you can't get it to spawn. So this is where I'm going to be spending a bit of my time, because as you can see, it does not respawn right away. So because of this annoying feature, we either have to stand around till it respawns or leave and come back. And that's what makes this kind of annoying, is I could be at this for maybe an hour or two. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully we can knock this out in 10-15 minutes. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ShackTarStudios for more live gaming action. When this is done, I think what I will do is I will try to get myself those lamp lights I need so we can make the slime swords to kind of finish out more of the crafting when we get to the forge, the fun-sized forge. At some point, we're not going to worry about the fun-sized forge stuff right now, because we're going to be collecting a whole bunch of stuff to make, as well as the ingredients to, in a sense, make them. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys.